Hi guys, Marion here from Be Real. It has been a while, but I'm not even going to apologize for that, all right? I've just been very busy. And, if I was having to throw this in here, I would be getting stressed. And that's exactly what I want to talk to you about today, is stress and how stress can be hampering your weight loss goals or how, yeah, it ain't good, all right? No, actually, stress is good in its place. But what seems to be happening nowadays is that we got too much stress. You turn on the news, there's bad news. You're giving out to yourself. Your body doesn't know the difference between you giving out to yourself or somebody else there verbally attacking you. That's going to trigger a stress response. Um, Over dieting, stress. Eating foods that don't suit you, like that you have intolerances to, that's stressing out the body. Exercising too much, all of these things are stress. Talking negatively to yourself is stress. Um, Husband being an absolute donkey, stress. Kids not doing what they're supposed to be doing, stress. You have nothing for the dinner, stress. You have to do everything around the place, stress. Blah, de, blah, de, blah. Okay, all of these things are triggering your stress response. Okay, when your stress response is triggered, it raises your blood sugar, or it makes you crave food to eat. Okay, insulin comes in and it lowers down your blood sugar, right? Okay, that pushes your blood sugar into your muscles, into your liver. Okay, stored energy. That's fantastic. But when the stress response is triggered, back in the old days, if you had to run away from a tiger, you may not have eaten for a while. So the stress response was there to release that stored energy into your arms and legs. So it pumps that into your arms and legs and actually a part of your brain so you can run the hell out of danger. Okay? Are we doing that much running out of danger these days? No, we're getting a lot stressed and we're not running off that blood sugar. So now insulin has to come back in again and push this back into the cells. So we're having that blood sugar being raised and dropped and raised and dropped and raised and dropped. When your blood sugar is raised, you're feeling sleepy, you're feeling, oh yeah, that's grand now. May as well lie down here now and have a nap. Um, all of this dysregulation, can lead to pre-diabetes and diabetes. But when the blood sugar hits the low, then two things will happen. Well, you will be craving for foods, and your body knows the quickest fix foods that it's going to raise that blood sugar is biscuits, crisps, sweets, cake, chocolate bar, bread, rice, all of those things. That's going to raise your blood sugar quick. Or your stress response has to raise that blood sugar because your body wants it to keep balanced all the time. So otherwise your your cortisol is being released, and that's going to raise your blood sugar. So all day long you're going up and down and up and down. A lot of the times why it leads to weight gain is it's not the cortisol itself, it is that it's triggering cravings for you. Okay, so that's why it's really important to balance the blood sugar to help stop those things and to manage the cortisol at the same time, manage your stress response. It's particularly important for us ladies in our midlife. So, from 40 onwards, some say 35 onwards, if your periods are getting irregular, you might start noticing some symptoms of lower estrogen. But the reality is that our ovaries stop producing as much estrogen, and it starts getting irregular like that. And when our ovaries slow down, our adrenal glands are supposed to pick up the slack and keep producing a bit of estrogen for us to keep our bones healthy, to keep our brains healthy and all of that. But it's very hard for the adrenal glands to be able to be producing our extra bit of estrogen that we need when it's too busy making cortisol. Okay, and what happens then is that will plant the fat around your middle here, which also produces estrogen. So if you don't manage those stress levels, you're going to gather the weight here around your middle. And a lot of women in their 40s and into 50s will find that never happened to them before, but that is one of the reasons why. So it's really, really important to be managing your stress levels going into perimenopause and into menopause. So that's why the whole eat less, move more thing doesn't work, okay? Because the whole very thing of a calorie restricted diet, too much restriction is a stress on the body as well. The body thinks it's in famine, so it's going to produce the stress response again. So what we want to be doing is balancing the blood sugar and managing our stress levels. Okay, the two things are very, very important. So a lot of the times, instead of eat less and move more, I have people eat differently and possibly eat more and move less or move differently. So instead of doing the, HIIT workouts 5 days a week and, 5K, 10K runs around the place and absolutely killing themselves in the gym, I'd have them nearly slowing it down to doing kind of walks, again, but not beating yourself up and down the road. Yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, something that you enjoy. Because you're not going to be, if you're not enjoying it and bitching about it to yourself, you're triggering stress response. So it has to be something that you enjoy. And eating to balance the blood sugar is really, really important. Ways that you can manage the stress levels. Okay. Talk to yourself better. No bitching at yourself. Turn it around. Talk to yourself like a friend, not like an enemy. Get yourself out of stressful situations if you can at all. If it's stress at work, if it's stress at home, if it's stress anywhere, just get yourself out of that situation. Breathing is fantastic. There's a lot of different breathing techniques. There's Wim. There's another one I cannot say. It's Buchanan. I can't say it. Really, really good. Ideally, there's even like box breathing. So you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. Do that 4 times. Box breathing. It's a really simple one to think about and nobody knows you're doing it. It's often really, really good to breathe out longer than you breathe in. So if you breathe in for 5 seconds, breathe out for 7 or 8 seconds. Do that a few times. That's lowering down your heart rate and that's reducing the stress response. There is the cold water therapy. Look it up. There is meditation. There is mindfulness. There is reading a book as opposed to scrolling on social media. There is getting out in nature. There is doing things that you enjoy. There is a great antidote for the stress response is give somebody a hug. It's going to set off your oxytocin, which is the antidote for cortisol. Other things that can be that antidote for cortisol, but you're going to have to figure those out for yourself, and it's a family show, so I'm not going to tell you. Anyway, that is it for today. So that is why stress is really, 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 really important to tackle when you're on a weight loss journey, or you find that you're gathering weight around your middle when you don't necessarily want it. It may not necessarily be the food. Watch your stress. Okay, talk to you soon. Anyone want me? Need me? Call me. Talk to you soon. Bye.